عمل النايس جايز.
لكن شو اسمه يعني؟
أنا وينه؟
24 ساعة استاذ.
24 ساعة 24 ساعة على الموال. أبوي يقول لي قوم على الشغل، ولك مالك بطلت بني آدم شو قصتك؟ أقول له مش داعي بالهشتة تعبان اليوم.
In occupied East Jerusalem, many young people are being lost to use of synthetic cannabis, commonly known as Mr. Nice Guy, and Palestinians here say that Israel isn't doing enough to stop the drug trade in their areas. In 1987, Majid Aloush opened the first drug rehabilitation center in East Jerusalem.
It's better and worse. It's better because we started talking about the problem. Before we keep it under the table. We did not talk about it. We've been saying it's all over the world, but it's not in Palestine. But it's worse because there's more drugs available in the streets now. The police, they are not innocent. They are fighting us in this way. They don't want us to be awake. They don't want us to use our minds. They want to take the houses of the people in East Jerusalem, and when you're using drugs, you will sell your mother.
Elsewhere in the center, recovering addicts describe their lives while using.
وصعب استعمال المخدرات يعني. انجليت مع المخدرات يعني. وصلت سنين باستعمال المخدرات. بسجن أنا من المخدرات بنفس الوقت.
وانا لازم مش بس تساعدونا احنا، ولازم اللي ببيعوها برا يلاقوا لهم حل انه يلغوا الاشي هذا. زي ما ضروني انا بضروا غيره، بضروا هذا بضروا هذا بضروا هذا.
In order to stop the drugs from being sold, some Palestinians have resorted to violence. In a video released in February on social media, Palestinians in East Jerusalem can be seen using sticks to beat 3 alleged drug dealers. The attackers shout for them to leave the area. Gunshots can also be heard. Realizing the problem is getting worse, the Jerusalem municipality recently hired Palestinians to conduct drug prevention workshops in East Jerusalem. But many anti-drug campaigners say their work is being made more difficult by the lack of opportunities facing young people in East Jerusalem. Unlike in West Jerusalem, here in the East there are few youth centers to keep young people off the streets. And those that do exist are subject to Israel's ongoing land expansion. So for example, more than 10 years ago, the Silwan Sports Club on my right had its playfields confiscated by this Israeli settlement behind me. Mahmoud Jabber is a medical student who works at the club in his free time. He agreed to show me around.
كانت بالأصل عبارة يعني إنه للشباب يعملوا مخيمات صيفية، فعاليات، فوتبول، كرة سلة. كان الشباب يعني وين فيش مكان يروحوا له إلا النادي، يعني كانوا بس يلعب في النادي. حس بظلم يعني فيش لك حقية حتى في المكان تلعب فيه وتتسلى فيه. وين دي يكون لك أحقية؟ نعمل أي إشي فعاليات، شو ما يصح لنا فعاليات نعمل. نجيب ندرب الأطفال دبكة. أكبر مشكلة نواجهها الفلسطينية هي المخدرات، لأنه كل واحد صار لا شغله ولا عمله ويشوف حاله فاضي يروح يشتري مخدرات. كتير كان أصحاب كويسين، وبتعرف كيف الصاحب بجر صاحب، يعني الصاحب بروح مع صاحب يكون جنبه خد لك سيجارة دخن جرب، تجربة ورا تجربة، سحب ورا سحب، يصير يحكي له يلا روح نشتري مخدرات. احنا فتحنا النادي، أول إشي الشباب يلي بيروحوا أمكنة غير سلوان عشان يضلهم بسلوان بدل ما يضلوا بالشارع متواجدين بالشارع، بيجي هون بيحضر مباراة بأرجل مثلا، يعني إنه أرجيلة بتضر مثلا، بس إنه إشي أهون من إشي بضل، صح ولا لا؟ كذا.
Israeli officials say that fighting drugs in East Jerusalem is made more difficult because of the wall, a product of Israel's occupation, but still that doesn't stop authorities from cracking down on political activities or confiscating and destroying Palestinian homes. It's under such circumstances that many here are determined to curb the drug trade so that they can focus on the everyday challenges facing Palestinians.
Some of the people take it to run away from their problems. They don't know that they just stop thinking of that problem when they take drugs. But the problem is still there, and it will come again and again.